Chapter 26. 3 partners inspect a new ship. In the family car, they worried about Ezra and drafts. "I could die from a draft," grunted the old man, "but the good Lord laid my keel uncommon tough. 105 years He's let me drift around, puffin' wind at me. How old are you, Ken?" "Yep, all of 5 years. Ken boy, where are we headin'?" "To visit Daddy's newest liner, Captain Ezra. And we're here." "Great sawfish! That a ship? Thought 'twas a warehouse. Now, sit me in the wheelchair. Ken, you and Seabird stick close." An hour later, these 3 partners rested on deck. "Tired, Captain?" asked the small boy. "Have we let you see too much?" "A trifle tired. This vessel, it's too big. Elevators for up and down, banquet halls. Did I see palm trees growing on a deck?" "Yes, sir, in marble boxes. And you saw swimming pools and shops with candy and toys. You do think she's a beautiful ship, don't you, Captain Ezra?" "Aye, boy, a thing of beauty and excitement. Old ships go and new ships come, bigger and better. This floating city now, at least she's bigger. But why? Just so restless tourists can't eat too much, dance all night aboard, and say they've seen the world. But they'll be too busy gossiping to even look at India." "Oh, I'll look at India, sir," said Ken quickly. "When Seabird and I sail with Daddy, we'll look very specially at India." "Aye, you'll see things," chuckled Ezra. "Right now, see that plane yonder? There is a ship of the future. All of us who have had Seabird have longed to fly. Someday, Ken, you'll ride in great ships across the sky. Take care that you never forget the first feeling of awe and wonder at flying through space." People are puzzled why I feel young at 5 years beyond a century. Maybe it started in the freedom I felt one day at a masthead. I felt that I was lifted upward, floating in the sky. Folks say 'twas only a gull I saw there in the snowstorm. Aye, but somehow its magic got bottled up in Seabird. And long after I am gone, she will still be shaping people and things. She'll still be soaring. Chapter 27. A Sailing of Ships. Ezra rode home in happy spirits after seeing the liner. That afternoon the world was a blaze of gold. Sunlight seemed to run down the shore rocks until the surf was golden. The wind tossed golden leaves on the grass, across the rocks and into the sea. Bright ships of gold that danced on the waves and sailed away. Ezra looked as though he were asleep. He sat on the wide veranda in his wheelchair, an old shawl around him, out of the busy wind. Ken had set Seabird on the porch rail to keep him company. Ezra faced toward the golden harvest of leaves going down to the sea. There was a glad haste about everything, in the splashes of sunlight, in the beckoning waves, in the voice of the blue sea calling. Even the Seabird seemed struggling at her moorings to break away and follow. Ezra did not awaken when they called him. Seldom, of late years, he had looked so young. His right hand lay in his lap, on his open Bible. His fingers touched lightly a thick, rounded reading glass. Words bulged under the glass as though caught in a bubble, floating upward from great depths. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. The passing of time meant nothing at all to Seabird. Years came, years flew away, yet her pert look of curiosity never changed. Now she rode with Ken, the great-grandson of Ezra Brown, her coral eyes glowing eagerly as ever. Around and around the world she soared, in a ship that left no wake across the sky. Ken's ship might touch at ports along a sea-coast, or a mile above the sea, or 1,000 miles from any body of water. Whether the wind was right or wrong made no difference in its sailing. It was a ship grown up from toys of the air, toys which had led countless children over lands and oceans. It was a ship of dreams set floating in space, and in it, at last, Seabird was a creature of the skies. She often saw, far below her, small puffs of mist rising from the sea. Yet her ship did not swoop downward for those whales. Sunlight sometimes struck white sparks from sails, yet Seabird's ship sped more miles in an hour than a sailing vessel could plow through in a day. Lone steamers still unrolled their woolly skeins of smoke, yet for all their hurry seemed never to move. Continents and seas drifted beneath Seabird like painted shadows. Again and again she passed above places she had known 1,000 times. Yet to Seabird the world was always freshly new. One day, off Greenland, a summer snowstorm swirled across the sea. Somewhere in it flew an ivory gull. It soared on, silent and unhurried, yet it was puzzled. What was this sound, louder than splitting glaciers? What was this roar? The bird was wise in the ways of ivory gulls. Through rain or snow or fog it could beat its way to find its mate among 1,000,000 gulls. But it could not guess that high up, so high that no bird can ever fly there, a boy's thoughts, set in ivory, soared above the sea. The end.